Now, in commemoration of its 15th anniversary, Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation is presenting a public art exhibition which will be happening at Constitution Hill in Johannesburg. The exhibition theme relates to its purpose on fostering the development of an inclusive and empowered society. It will feature works of fine art, photography, video, craft to design. In conversation with us this morning to give us the lowdown on the exhibition and what to expect is CEO of the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, Mmabatho Maboya, and artist DuduBloom. Morning, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. DuduBloom, wait, I need to get that right. DuduBloom More.
Yes.
DuduBloom More.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I was like, Bloom more, DuduBloom.
Yeah, I mean, it's a play on words, so...
Okay. How did the name DuduBloom come about? Like, because you're an artist.
Because I'm an artist, I feel like I discovered my creativity quite late, like 5 years ago.
All right.
And since then, it's been a blooming time and a blooming journey, so I keep blooming, DuduBloom More.
Oh, DuduBloom More. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then in terms of how you got into art, I like how you say you discovered it late.
Yeah.
How did you know that art is your thing? And what were you doing before that?
Oh, well, I was always a creative child, but not taking it seriously. It was just something that happens to be.
On the side.
Yeah, and then after high school, I studied accounting. And after some time, I realized, actually, this is not for me. And then time passed after that, and then one day I just discovered my creativity, and I was like, wow, this is actually what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's been that ever since.
All right. Mmabatho, now tell me a little more about this exhibition. Why do an exhibition? Is this the first of its kind?
Look, this is the first time we are celebrating any of our anniversaries by including to the public to come and engage with some of the big questions that we grapple with, that we try to impact society on. Our mission is to foster an inclusive and an empowered society. So through this exhibition, we are hoping that we would engage with members of the public through the medium, art, that we've chosen, because it's much easier to engage through art on these difficult topics that we grapple with every day. So we are celebrating our 15th anniversary this year.
Wow.
And, we tried to say, do we just showcase our work? But because our work can speak for itself, can we take the discussion forth through this on-main road discussion and say to the broader public, what is inequality? And when you're looking at art, how do you engage with poverty, inequality, and unemployment? And we're thinking that through this exhibition, particularly being held at the Constitution Hill, would help us to have more people engaging in the type of work that we do.
Okay, now, DuduBloom, what sort of work do you do? What sort of artist are you?
Okay, so I'm a visual artist.
Visual, okay.
Yeah. I studied printmaking for 3 years at Artist Proof Studio, and I graduated last year. But besides printmaking, I mix media, photographs. I take things, pick them up, chop them up, stick them, cut them, write.
Make it look cool.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, I like to play with different mediums. I mix them up a lot.
What will you be specifically showcasing at the exhibition?
It will be a print,
okay.
And it will be screen prints, about 4 layers of screen prints, and it was at first a photograph and then translated into screen print.
Mmabatho, how did you guys go about identifying all these creative people and choosing who is going to be exhibiting their work? It must have been a difficult task.
Yes, I must say we've spent a good 9 months planning this exhibition. And we were grateful to be able to work with Rita Potenza as our curator and some of our own employees in the curation of this exhibition. The Artist Proof Studio, the artwork that I saw, I was like, I never thought, when you are not a big art consumer like myself, I looked at it and I was like, this is fantastic because it allows us to say, oh, I was not sure that this is art as well. So some of the works, your Donald Kolwane, that would be showcased there, Dudu's work as well, it took a lot of time. There was a lot of artwork that we have put, and the exhibition uses multiple mediums. So there's also some furniture pieces which speak to art. There's visual, there's a video, there is normal paintings that we know, and there's photographs. And we also have some photographs from young children that are between the ages of 12 and 14.
Okay, now I like how you mentioned earlier that you weren't such a big art consumer. I think I'm in the same boat. But here's the part where I need a bit of convincing. Why do I need to come out to the exhibition? What will it benefit me if I'm not a big art consumer?
Yes, this exhibition would allow an ordinary individual, such as myself, to be able to walk and stop and think and say, if this is how I'm experiencing inequality through this art as a medium, what is it that I can do? How can I contribute? And go back to look at what has the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation tried to do in bringing us to bring this national discourse and talk about issues that affect us, inclusivity, and hence the name of the exhibition, On Main Road. We are asking, is this main road the main road that's connecting us? Is it the main road that's dividing us? What other issues are we grappling with as society? And are we moving forward? And through that, I guess, you know, ordinary people would even find art pieces that you just like and you would like to purchase, because part of this exhibition is to support emerging artists such as Dudu, that some of the artwork would be up for sale through the exhibition. And we are hoping that we can get more people to appreciate art in the same way that Rita and Dudu and the other artists are doing.
And with those other artists, how many artists in total are going to be exhibiting?
I'm not sure of the total number of artists, but there's over 70 pieces of work that are in this exhibition. It's going to be running for between around 3 weeks, and it's big name and emerging names, a lot of female artists, young, which tells us, and what I like that is a lot of young artists, because it shows us the demographics of South Africa, that majority of people that are active in society are young people, and this is the work that they show us, and this is how they interpret the world that they live in, and they are inviting us into that conversation.
And someone like you, Dudu, when you participate in an exhibition like this, do you always participate in such big exhibitions? Is this big? Is this a first for you?
It is quite big, but I do exhibit in different places, and I try to keep my name, you know, out there. But I mean, I feel like it's important, as you were saying, it's at Con Hill, and it involves a lot of women, and in terms of the idea of being inclusive as well, I think it's important because we do need these platforms. And if we look at the stats of women artists, only 12% actually live off of their craft, and in the 12%, Indians, black women, and colored women, it's only 3% who live off their craft. So we do need these platforms. And I mean, as well, if the audience can engage with it and these stories spread, then it should happen more often.
So what would your advice be to anyone who's sitting at home right now who's sort of being forced by their parents to study something like accounting, etc. But they know they're creative. They know they want to follow something in the arts, for example. What would your advice be to them?
My advice would be, I mean, create either way. I mean, sometimes, yes, you have to do things that you don't want to do, but they can carry you over time, and you still gain skills in those places that you're not enjoying as much. But if you can create and keep your work and put your work out there, maybe there can be a change in direction of your career. And also with parents as well, like, yes, we're scared that artists apparently don't make money and, you know, die poor, but at the same time, it's not the truth. And as well, there's different avenues in art. It's not just being an artist that you have to be. There's different avenues in art where we can still grow and still expand. And as the creative industry grows, then it gets better for people to sustain themselves.
Okay, and how do I follow you on social? What is your social media handle?
Social media, DuduBloom, Instagram, DuduBloom, Facebook, DuduBloom More. And I'm there.
DuduBloom More.
Yes.
Mmabatho, can you just give me the dates on when this exhibition takes place? I know it's at Con Hill, and I know it's in December sometime.
It's in the Women's Jail. It's opening on the 21st of November. So
21st
next
November.
week,
Right,
Thursday.
Next week. Okay.
Next week, Thursday. And it's running up until the 15th of December.
Oh, all right.
So, you know, we think that a lot of people would have an opportunity to walk around the exhibition. I mean, it's a free exhibition, and be able to find some of the artwork from artists like Dudu quite attractive. She mentioned that. There's a catalogue with prices on some of the artwork if people would like to engage further with them in their homes or offices and that kind of stuff.
Okay, and it's a free entrance or?
Yes, it is a free entrance exhibition.
Wow, that's fantastic. And if we need any more information, where would we check out the information for this?
The information would be on the Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation website, which is www.cyrilramaphosafoundation.org, and also on our social media handles, and yeah, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook.
Mmabatho, thank you so much for joining us. DuduBloom, thank you so much for joining us on Weekend Dawn. All the best with the exhibition.
Thank you very much. We're hoping that you'll come to engage with the art.
You know I'm there. You know I'm there. I'm going to enlighten myself and also become an art consumer.
You know?
Yes, I'm going to be that guy. That's DuduBloom and Mmabatho joining us here. You can catch the exhibition, like she mentioned, open to the public from the 21st of November right up until the 15th of December. That's a long time. You've got no excuse. It's happening at Constitution Hill. And yeah.